Welcome to Dark and Creepy's Figure It Out Friday, where mystery meets sparkle and every canvas hides a chilling surprise. Each week, we'll chip away at the unknown, one square at a time, trying to guess what the hell we're making before the drills tell all. Is it a monster? A meme? A masterpiece? You'll just have to stick around and figure it out with me. This is not your grandma's crafting channel. This is Figure It Out Friday, and the mystery starts now. Let's go. Well, you guys, since you're seeing a mystery canvas, you know what time of the week it is. It is Figure It Out Friday, and we are going to figure out these sections here, which is going to be down the right side of the canvas. This is what we're going to figure out, and then all we have left is the middle. So yeah, you guys, let's just dive in. We're going to start with Mikey here and work our way across and see what we can find out. Let's see what's under Mikey. And here words are hard. Here's what's under Mikey. These dual, like, sideways backslashy things, I think are newer symbols that I haven't experienced much, if any, of. And the rest, there's some black, some dark brown black. So it looks like some more background-esque stuff, like what we're seeing, you know, around the edges here. So it might just be more framing, but we won't know till we know, and the only way to really know is work on it. So I'm going to get to work on this section and see what is revealed unto us, and if I see anything major or a new color or, you know, stuff starts popping out at me, I'll pop in and update you. See you soon. Guys, I'm breaking in. I'm almost finished with our section right here, as you can see, and as predicted, more background basically, but I just laid down these new ABs, new to me, ABs, these creamish colored ABs with a little bit of pink reflect on them, with some brown drills up in there. There's some brown coming in up here and a little bit right here, and I wanted to share that with you guys. This might be something. We might learn something new here. Eee! I'm gonna get back to work. Okay. Okay, you guys, so here is our section completed right here. These are the borders, and like I said, mostly background, but we do have this interesting black and brownish, like rosewoody colored, checkered background here, whatever this is, situation happening here, and it's outlined. And we do have some more outlined area here with some brown that connects with brown from last week. And then we have AB outlined brown right here. So this is what we have thusly in combination. Like this was our section here, and it connected with last week's section. So we're going to be moving down here, and I expect to see more of some of this, and maybe we're going to get a hint of something. Not Shredder. Gosh, or Splinter. Or, I still am getting them confused. Stroke brain. All right, so let me peel back the paper from here and see what this section looks like and what we might be able to learn from it. And here, my friends, is what Kristen and I were hiding. A bunch of single fat dots. I see a lot of black. I'm seeing some blues, so I'm suspecting that we're going to get some more background. I see some arrows, which I just did some. I think the arrows are a brown color, so I'm seeing some of those pop in here. Really nothing else of these little W's I think are some browny colors. So I think we're going to see some more browns coming in, and definitely some more black and some more AB outlining. What is it outlining? I don't know yet. I'm going to get to work on this, and I'll check back in with you if I see something worth noting, or you know, I finish the section and we move on. All right. Well, my friends, I am working on our Figure It Out Friday. I'm torn because Sundown just said that he's going to be gone at least an hour, about an hour, a little more than that. And then that could give me time to work on his secret birthday project. But also Friday is looming. So I'm torn. I think I'm going to take a break from this and bust out his secret project and try to get a little bit done on it because I have so few opportunities. Yay, let's get to work on it. I've completed just the black in this section that we're currently working on, and I don't know, I thought it might be kind of cool for us to take a look at an outline and just kind of see what's being outlined, if we can get anything from this. I don't at all, but you might see something, and if you do, I encourage you to let me know in the comments below. Do you see something here? Now remember, this is the bottom over here, and this is the whole right side. So bottom heading toward top over here. So it's oriented sideways, but yeah, I mean, here, well, orient it right ways. Does that give us anything? I don't know. I think I need to add more colors and find out. I'll see you again soon. Beep, 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 beep. Breaking news. Hot off the presses. Not only are we still very gappy, the light board is not on, by the way. This is with the light board off. You don't even want to see it with the light board on. But you guys, we are getting a definite like shape of some kind here. We're getting some browns, light and dark browns in here, outlined like a coloring book. I think it's coming through from here down into here. So I'm on the other side. Let's see, back here we have a red cape. Could this be the inside of a cape? Like this is the outside of it and it's red and we're seeing that. Could this be the cape too, but the inside? And the inside's a different color? I don't know, but I said I'd break in if I had like breaking in news, and I feel like there's so much brown and outlining happening throughout here, lots of different shaping, that I would share this with you. Little Red Riding Hood. I need more red to make you a reality. Let's hope we see some red soon, like over there. Come in over here so I can have more support for my Red Riding Hood argument. Anyway, yeah, and don't forget this is sideways, oriented sideways. So this is the bottom and this is the top, and we're working our way actually this way down, boop, 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 to the bottom. So how you'd really look at it would be like that. But yeah. Almost done with this section, and then we're going to move on and do this little section and a half and see what we see this week. All right, let me get back to it. All right, you guys, well, here we are. This was the section we were working on right around here. And my hopes and dreams of Little Red Riding Hood are quickly getting dashed because this is a hoof. This is a hoof attached to a leg, attached to the body of presumably an animal, which does not support Little Red Riding Hood fighting a wolf, because wolves do not have hooves. And I don't remember any kind of story where Little Red Riding Hood was riding a horse. But then why is she called Riding Hood? Why does she wear a riding hood if she's not riding an animal? I'm grasping at straws here. So I'm going to say this is like a horse. Could be a deer. Could be, what other, centaur? Maybe could this be some kind of centaur?
That's red, right?
That's a red cape?
Santa Claus and a reindeer. Got it.
Oh, God. Dark fantasy Santa Claus on a reindeer.
Yeah, what's that? Who is it? Krampus?
Krampus.
Same difference.
Rumpelstiltskin is what?
Either way, it sounds painful.
Well, I mean, I guess there's still an argument for Little Red Riding Hood, but it's getting diminished by the minute because I don't remember a rendition where she rides any kind of animal, but she's, like I said, Little Red Riding Hood. She's wearing a hood of riding, which implies that she would ride something. And what animal with hooves would you ride? A horse. So, you know, potentially. Let me do this bottom part, which I'm sure is going to be more background. I doubt we're going to get much more information, but then we'll hold this up, take a look at it, rightfully oriented and at a viewing distance, and see what's going on. But let me peel back the layers here and see what we're going to be twerking with. Please stand by. Here is our last section and a half, and the colors I'm seeing represented by symbols. I mean, I'm learning what, you know, black, the fat dots black, and these are, wait, aren't these browns or maybe dark blues? I don't know. We might learn something here. I think I'm seeing some brown and blue in here, but and gray. So we'll see, which would make sense with the background. So we'll see if this section reveals anything as we go along, but here it is, folks. Let me zoom us out. Boink. Yep. Do we hurt the canvas somewhere? I don't see it in person, but I see it in the camera. I see like a dent or something. Scrape. In any event, yeah, here's what we're working with this section here. This is what we've gotten done so far. Little Red Riding Hood, I'm rooting for you. Hey friends, so it is the next morning from the section you previously saw. Here's what I got done last night, and I was about to get to work when Sundown said he had some errands in town to run and some shopping to do for Dad down, and he's going to be gone for a little while, which means I need to switch it up and work on a little something else for a little bit, and then I can get back to this. So first I'm gonna say I'm sorry because this video is probably gonna come out, it'll be out on time for Friday, Figured Out Friday, but for early access for channel members, it might be a little tiny window of early access, if any, because I'm this secret project, it's eating at me. I don't have, 4.5 feet tall, you guys. I really need to take advantage of little pockets of time to work on it when I can. So I'm going to put this aside for a little bit and work on the super secret situation and then come back to this. Shh, it's our secret. Hi guys, so I thought we'd finish this last section for the week together. I'm almost done with it and thought I'd bring you guys along with me and do a little, I don't know, whip and chat catch up situation. How is everybody doing? What are we thinking? I'm nervous about this hoof-looking situation. I know it's kind of hard to see right now with all the gapping, but it's there, I promise. I am more than ready to be done with this canvas. I'm at that point, you know, that point that you get with some canvases, especially bigger ones that take longer. You get to that point where you're just like, can I be done now? I don't care how it looks, let me be done. Yeah, I'm kind of getting there. It's like I'm ready to move on, and I will have to start prepping the next mystery canvas, although I did just get a gift from a friend of a Rokari mystery kit. I'm dying to dig into it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hold off on it well, not unfortunately, I don't know how to word it. Like, I'm excited to do it, and I can't wait to do it, but I did happily agree to do the other DAC mystery kit that I have. It's number 35 after this one. So I've got to do one more DAC mystery kit. Then I'm out of DAC mystery kits, and I won't be procuring anymore after this. I can't foresee myself. Now, never say never, but I really can't see that happening. But you never know. You never know. And then I can dive into the Rokari mystery kit that was a gift from a dear friend. So more than a friend, more like a sister. You know who you are. So yeah, that's gonna be the plans moving forward after this. As for this one specifically, Dark Fantasy Person, I'm still rooting for Dark Fantasy Red Riding Hood, and I'm hanging my hopes on that red fabricy looking situation as being Red's cloak, and it's she's called Red Riding Hood. I mean, not Red Walking Through the Woods Hood, not Red It's a Cold Day Hood, not Red Coat. It's Red Riding Hood, and I'm really focusing on that word. Especially now that we have a hoofed animal here that, I mean, we'll see it when we hold the canvas up, but considering positioning of, a hand over here and a weapon, and where the fabricy situation is, presumably the person is either chasing, or I think more likely because of space constraints, riding this hooved animal. I'm really hoping that it's still Little Red Riding Hood and she's riding a horse, or does anybody even really ride a deer? Sundown said some kind of like demented Santa Claus on a zombified deer. Maybe I'm making up words now, adjectives, just to make it, dark and creepy. But yeah, I really don't want it to be Shredder, or Splinter, whoever he said, because if it is, I'll cry. I will cry. I have so many canvases that I'm really looking forward to doing. You guys, it's like I want to do them all at the same time, but I can't. There's only so much of me to go around. Oh, I am looking forward to doing the Crafty-ish Kristen Rokari patch kit. The Crafty-ish Carnage. Crafty-ish Carnage, excuse me. Oh my gosh. And then Joe Goldberg. Heck yeah. Looking forward to seeing how that turns out too. Like I said, human faces. Rendering human faces is difficult. So, but I mean, thus far I've had human-y faces with the baby horror icons, and they've turned out perfect. Oh, God, slippery freaking glue. Where did that other drill go? Did anybody see? I mean, is it this? Nope. Now I gotta move these around and see if, yeah, there we go. Right? Oh, it took some, man, ice skate and glue. Anyhow, then there's, I've got the birthday canvases that I really want to do for Leah and Sundown. And we've got a busy month coming up in July, August, September. I've had a rough day. You guys, I've had a bad day. This canvas I had expected to have done like in the single digit morning hours, like 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, something like that. And then I was like, ooh, life is lifing. I'm gonna get this done in the early afternoon, you know, like 1, 2. Nope. I'm still at it here because I had a bunch of phone calls and stuff. I had to call one of my lawyers, and trouble in Xville. You boy. Oh, this jerk. I won't get into it here, but just know jerks are jerking. And to the point where it's like, emergency phone call to my lawyer. Ring a ding, time sensitive. And then some bad news, because my ex is such a jerk who cannot just be a decent human being. And then my stroke specialist called and said, hey, you know, we're still waiting on these blood tests. And I'm like, I know, but I promise. I mean, look, you can probably still see maybe the faint bruising and the scar from the IV attempt here. It was in my knuckle. It was all yucky. I was like, dude, I've been getting the crap beat out of me by the medical system. Like, I know I need to go to Quest Labs and get it done, but like I will have it done before I am due back. I promise. And he said, okay, but also, and I was like, oh no, it's like a few things. And I'm like, a few? And he's like, yeah. Surprise. The local hospital effed up my echocardiogram. Yeah, they did. They effed it up. And so guess what that means? It needs to be done again. I have to get another IV put in my hand or somewhere. And then they have to do a ultrasound of my heart and then blow air bubbles in through the IV and into my heart while the ultrasound is looking, and see what happens. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I got it from TV or where it came from, but I thought blowing air into a IV, like any kind of IV line into your veins, was bad. But apparently it's okay to blow little air bubbles into my heart. So we're gonna do that again. I survived the first time, assuming that they did it right the first time, which doesn't sound like they did, at least not here. So yeah, I have to go back and do an echocardiogram with bubble test, but they're going to do it up in St. Louis because, like I said, I try, and this is what we talk about when we go on our trips, I try to get the stuff done here first because it's cheaper, less time consuming, less strenuous, and you know, all the pros, right? All the pros. It's just that the downside happens when every frickin' time I get anything done here, it's done wrong or incomplete or not done at all when it's supposed to have been. And here we are again, you know, where it's like, well, you wanted to try it here, we let you try it here, they did it wrong, and now we need you to come all the way up here. Luckily, I was able to get scheduled for the echocardiogram on a day when we are going to be there anyway for Sundown to have his, I believe, 5th back surgery. And I'm also going to be meeting with the liver oncologist. So there's that. I mean, it's going to be a full day, but the other downside is that because he's having a surgery, I'm going to have to be the one that drives home, which is fine. but I'm going to be driving home on virtually no sleep because we drive overnight, and first appointments early in the morning, and then his surgery is my appointment's at 7, and then right after the echocardiogram they're going to pull me in and hook me up to some kind of 30-day heart monitor situation where I have to wear a heart monitor 24/7 for 30 days, and that's concerning, you know, that they saw something that warrants a heart monitor for 30 days. I had, you know, been working with a cardiologist who thought the Fitbit was just fine, but apparently, you know, and there's been some kind of information come forth to necessitate an official. It's the kind that they're gonna basically stick to my chest, and it's gonna, you know, with a button in the center of it or something. I'm gonna kind of look like Iron Man, and it's gonna be sending real-time data, I guess, over the, I don't know, Wi-Fi or cell phone, because I have some kind of cellular device I also have to keep on hand at all times so it can communicate. Boy, does that mean that I can't have any like boom boom room time or something? What's gonna happen? I mean, I'm so self-conscious. No, Sundown, don't touch me. Do not kiss me, sir, because then my heart might flutter and they might call and say, "Oh my God, are you okay?" How can you imagine? How embarrassing. Oh gosh. Hey. So that should be interesting. Hey everybody, you want to see what gets my heart racing? Not you guys, everybody. I mean the heart people, everybody. Hey, whoever's monitoring my heart monitor, you want to see something fun? Oh gosh, naughty, my bad. So yeah, we'll be arriving before 7 a.m. and then I will go to the cardiology, I guess, department and get my echocardiogram with special air bubbles in my heart. Sounds dangerous, but okay. And then get a heart monitor attached to me, and then we're going to have to head down to wherever his back surgery is occurring, Sundown's, and I will send him off for back surgery. And depending on how long they think it's going to take and stuff, I might be able to get a snooze lit in the car, but they are going to have to, you know, use anesthesia upon him, which means I'm going to have to babysit him on top of, like, and we're going to be there all day, and then like 2:30 that afternoon, I have that liver doctor follow-up situation and deal with whatever news that bestows upon us. So then I'm gonna have to drive home tired from a long day babysitting a loopy-doopy Sundown. And if it's anything like that time, you know, he had that one procedure done where he was in the recovery room trying to flash everybody. Ta-da! That's the not an elf on a shelf, but a 310, or gosh darn it, but a tick on a, yeah, that whip and chat. The same kind of situation as what I'm looking forward to after his back surgery, I'm sure. And then driving home tired and stuff in traffic is gonna be icky wicky. But then also we will not make it home before dark, and I have night blindness, you guys. Took some medications when I was a bit younger, and it killed my eyesight in the dark. It killed like my night ability to see clearly at night. And so driving at night, while I can do it, takes a lot of concentration and focus, and is very agitating, anxious, anxiety inducing for me. Makes me very nervous. And yeah, but we're not going to have a choice. We're not going to have a choice. We can't. Leah has to work and has Shar, and it's bad enough trying to take care of all the birds by one's self for a day, let alone a day and then all night and then all day, you know, if we stayed the night. But we'll have to see, you know, we'll have to see. We may end up having to stay the night. So, oh, here's some more brown. We're getting some more brown down. There's like a brown. Oh, okay. Wait, if this is a hoof and a leg, then this must be the other one. Okay, I was like, well, what other? I don't know. Is this it could be a centaur, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. I'm tired. But yeah. But I just can't catch a break. So to recap, medical is medicaling. X is Xing. And I'm just sitting here being life's punching bag today. Oh, and my TikTok. All I did was pick my favorite of the Rokari new releases from today and uploaded it with a little sing-song, and, you know, uploaded it to the old ticker of the talk, and boing, got flagged, too violent and gory. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, look, Eve's TikTok is up and going of her own stuff, and why don't you flag Eve for a change, TikTok? How come she can post her stuff but I can't? Come on. Ugh, too gory. Stop it. It's diamond art. No fair. It's plastic and sticky paper. Stop it. I had received word, though. Everyone from the first auction, my personal RDA stash auction, has received all of their stuff. Everybody's happy. Everything's settled. And then I would say slightly over half of the community-based auction has been settled and shipped. Just waiting on... I'm waiting on one canvas package and trays. The tray situation had to be altered. We had to make last minute arrangements to have a different shop print the trays that were pledged to the auction, because the original shop who pledged the trays to the auction was unable to fulfill their voluntary obligation. And I didn't want people... I just it was a big mess, and I guess I just didn't want I don't know how I want to say this to convey exactly what I did and did not want. I did not want to disappoint the bidders, and I did not want to have to go to the Garcia family and be like, hey, I need some of that money back for refunds, so people wanted a tray, they bid on a tray, they won a tray. I could not provide the tray that they bid and won on because that shop could not provide it. So I worked it out with Ephemera. They're going to go ahead and print the trays on behalf of the other shop that was unable to do it. So I was like, yay, win, 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 win. And great friends I have there at Ephemera 3D. Thank you, Cass and Tyler, owners of Ephemera, for stepping in, because they really didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? They could have been like, well, not our shop, not our problem. You know, not our auction, not our problem. And nobody would have, you know, that would have been well within their rights. But they are such good friends that they are stepping in and helping me out with that. So, but because of the last minute changes that had to be made in that regard, the trays are a little delayed. It's nobody's, you know, it's not Ephemera's fault, and it's not my fault, you know. So nothing that can be done about it. I can get everybody's canvases out to them and just, I'll eat the shipping. I'll ship the trays and eat it, because I want to make sure that people get their winnings. So that's kind of what's going on over here. Having a bad day. Having a bad day. Wah, 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 wah. And I felt like whining, and there I hath whined. Thank you. Just need a little, what is it? Cheese and crackers with my wine. But you guys, we finished the section. Watch the balls of your eyes for a moment, please. And there it is with the lights off. Less obviously gappy, but we did get some ABs through here, some background ABs, and that's kind of killing my original theory a little bit, unless Little Miss Red Riding Hood is riding a horse or a centaur or a deer or a forest creature. Shoot. But you know what I don't see? I don't see anything that says rat, and I don't see anything that says turtle shell. So, I mean, I got that going for me. But let's get this up and take a look-see at our kind of finished whole side section here that we did, and see what we can see and see if we've figured it out. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. And here we are, you guys, a look at what all we have done so far. As you can see, only the center remains, and what we worked on this time was right through here, where it was revealed at least one hooved hoof, and I suspect this is another hoof because it looks like two hoofs. We've got the red fabric-y thing here, and like a weapon, and what appears to be, judging from this here, I'm going to say it's probably a horse, could be a deer, could be a centaur. I'm grasping Little Red Riding Hood, dark fantasy. Maybe she's dark. It's called a riding hood for a reason, because she rides something. I don't care what the fairy tales say.
I've got it.
What?
It's either, I can't remember if it's Krampus or Krampus.
Krampus.
Yep. The evil Santa Claus.
Okay.
On a reindeer.
On a zombie reindeer. Mm-hmm. I don't recall Little Red Riding Hood riding anything ever, even though she wears a riding hood. But I'm holding on to hope that she is riding through the forest, and that's her wolf killing situation. But I think could we have a centaur type of situation here? Maybe. I am quickly losing hope in the Red Riding Hood thing. But, yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think it is. I know I don't sound thrilled because I'm just trying real hard to make it Red Riding Hood, and it's not, I don't think. All right, well, anyway, you've heard his guess. You know where I stand. Let me know where you stand in the comments. And until next week, stay naughty.
Peace.